And then we'll go
Okay.
right. Here we are now being live streamed. We're on YouTube, you guys. Welcome to World Language and Cultures with Cooking. Today we are in the UK and we're in London. Have you guys ever heard of the UK or London? Have you guys ever thought maybe I want to visit the UK or go to London?
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
We're on YouTube, you guys. World Language and Cultures with Cooking. Today. Did you guys hear that, or was that just
It's kind of mumbled.
That right? Okay. Anyways, so I saw Natalie and Ariana's mom was interested in going to the UK. I would probably go to the UK one day. I'm open to it. You know, they have accents over there, but technically we all kind of have accents because over there we have an accent and over here they have an accent. So that's pretty interesting. So, oh no, where's it at? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, before I share this video with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Miss Tracy. So she's gonna be cooking with us today. We're gonna be following along with her. So I'll go ahead and pass it to you, Miss Tracy. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I am. Hello, everybody. So as Miss Marissa said, I'm Miss Tracy. I'm actually the mother of D2. He's actually one of the students at the Wooten Center in the 6th grade. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm going to do the best I can. This is my second time cooking, so I'm going to do the best I can without Miss Christelle. But just bear with me. We're going to do the very best that we can, and I hope you all enjoy the class on today.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Tracy.
Thank you.
Pulling through and coming and offering to help teach. You're gonna do an amazing job. It's gonna be fun. I want to show you guys a video, some facts about the UK. So let me go ahead and share my screen again so that we can watch this video.
Okay.
Gave us Harry Potter, Wallace and Gromit, and so much more. Welcome to this mini edition of Fantastic Facts, and today we're focusing on the UK.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Oh, Noah, that's not what I meant. UK is a common abbreviation for United Kingdom, which is already a shortened name for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Try saying that 3 times fast. Great Britain. That's like England, right?
Not just England. It's also comprised of Scotland and Wales, which should give you an idea why accents change every 25 miles throughout the UK.
So what are the hotspots I should check out while visiting the UK?
Well, no visit would be complete without seeing Buckingham Palace, which acts as the headquarters for the British monarchy. There's also Big Ben.
Oh, you mean that giant clock tower?
Actually, contrary to popular belief, Big Ben refers to the bell inside the clock tower.
Really? Well, then maybe we should start calling it Big Bell. Bell, like with an E?
Very funny, Noah. We'd need more time to list all of the heritage sites and landmarks in this sovereign country. The UK has a long, rich history, although it ironically took part in the shortest war ever recorded.
How long did it last? Months? Weeks? Days?
Believe it or not, the Anglo-Zanzibar War between the UK and the Zanzibar Sultanate began on August 27, 1896, and ended about 38 minutes later.
Wow, that went by quickly. Just like this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Junior Mojo for more funny, fulfilling, and fantastic facts. Cheerio!
Miss Marissa, you're talking, but we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, did anybody learn anything from that or anything eye-catching that you were interested in? Does anybody know what UK stands for?
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, yep. Exactly. So now we can get started. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to Miss Tracy so we can get to cooking.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I hope everyone have all their ingredients and are ready to cook. And if you don't, we're just gonna improvise as much as we can. So remember that you don't have to have everything. If you don't, we'll just try to improvise as much as we can, okay? So right now, we're gonna first start, we're gonna let's wash our potatoes. So if you have your potatoes ready for your chips, you're gonna wash your potatoes. So let's wash them off first, and then we're gonna come back, and then I'll show you what to do next. So if you have not washed your potatoes or cut them up, then let's just wash them first, and I'll be right back. No. And if you have your onion, go ahead and wash your onion as well. We're gonna wash that too, so that way we can go ahead and just cut up all of our vegetables and everything will already be clean. Okay, so how's it going? Is everyone, let me see. I still see Jasmine at the sink. Miss Danielle, are you ready?
I think you're muted.
My mom's working, so I can't cook.
Huh?
That's okay.
It's okay if you can't cook. You can just watch though. You can watch and then maybe you and your mom can do it later at another time.
Yeah, you can always
still feel free to stay on and watch the video.
Yeah, it's always interesting to recreate recreate dishes when you're watching the video.
Right. Natalie, how are you? Are you ready? Okay, thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Natalie. And did I cover everybody, Miss Marissa?
I think so, Miss Danielle and Jasmine. Are we good?
Jasmine, you ready? Thumbs up. Okay, wonderful. Right. Okay, so let's start off first by cutting up our potatoes. Let's cut up our potatoes. So peel your potatoes. They're all clean. Let me see. Can you see? Is this? Because I can't see that part. So let me go here first. Okay, there we go. Oh, there you go. So your potatoes are all clean. So go ahead and peel. We're going to peel your potatoes. Now, remember when you're peeling the potatoes, keep your fingers out the way because you don't want to cut your fingers. So we're going to go ahead and just peel our potatoes. Just peel your potatoes and we're going to get them all peeled. Let's see, this Marissa. Looks like you can't quite see. I want to make sure you can see everything. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, perfect.
There it goes, better. Okay, so we're going to peel our potatoes. Now, some of you may have a potato peeler, and I don't have one of those. So I'm going to peel my potatoes just with a knife, just slicing and peel them all off. Peel all of the skin off the potato. And actually the skin is actually a good part of the potato. I know growing up as a kid, my mom would peel the potatoes when we were having French fries, but my sister loved leaving the potatoes on. Now, it wasn't because she thought it was good. It was because she really just didn't want to have take time to peel the potato. But the skin part of the potato is actually a healthy part. It has a lot of the nutrients in the skin, but most people peel them off and they don't keep them on. But so how about you? Have any of you tried potatoes with the skin on?
I like it with the skin on. I like it. It adds I don't know, a little something to it. I like it.
Yes, I do too. I like it with the skin on and I like it with the skin off. So it just depends. McDonald's fries or like all the restaurants, they don't leave the skin on. But you do have some restaurants or some burger places that you go to and they have the skin on. Anybody else? Miss Marissa says she likes the skin. What about you, Miss Anderson? We can't hear you, sweetheart. I think you're muted. Miss Anderson, can you unmute her, Miss?
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I like them with the skin on. My mom fixed them last week with the skin on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They were really good.
Yes, yes, they are really good. And what about Jasmine? Jasmine, what about you?
I don't like them with the skin on.
Really? Why not? What is it that you don't like about it?
I don't like the taste of it.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yes. Okay, and Natalie? Miss Natalie?
Natalie, do you like it with the skin on or do you like it with it off? Your potatoes off?
Oh, you like off, huh?
When they start putting it. Okay.
This is something interesting. And what about, is that Deja? Is that how you say your name, sweetheart?
It's just that I don't like perfections. I don't really go. You know, I don't want to go to
DJAXR.
girl.
How do you say your name? Miss Marissa, do you know the young lady's name on the DJ?
Oh, that's my granddaughter, Ariana.
Oh, Ariana.
Yes.
Ariana, how do you like your potatoes? Do you like the skin on or skin off?
I like it off because I don't like it on.
Oh, you don't like skin on. Okay. What I'm finding is in what I'm listening to now, Miss Marissa, I know she's really young, but some of the younger generation, they like the skin on, and the older generation likes the skin off. I mean, likes the skin on, and the younger generation likes the skin off. So that's something interesting to think about. And I think it depends on too your culture and how you were raised, because sometimes you can be raised like that. So let me dump this out, and then we're going to go ahead and cut up our onion. Okay. So now we're going to cut up our onion. So for our onion, we won't be using the whole onion. We're just going to use. Is someone saying something?
This was project problem. Like I didn't. What is
You keep on going.
Okay. So we're just going to be using 3/4 of our onion, okay? So we're not going to cut up the whole onion. So when you cut up your onion, you're going to put it where the onion cannot roll. If you put it on the side, it can roll and it can possibly slip and cut you. So we're going to cut it from the top, And remember to keep your fingers out of the way so you don't get cut, okay? We're just gonna cut it down, kind of cut it in the center. I didn't get the center on mine. But kind of cut it in the center. And then you're gonna turn it and cut it again. Oh, well. Let's just separate it. And then you're gonna cut it one more time on each side. Put your the flat part of your onion at the bottom so that you can cut it right in half. And we're only going to be using about 3/4 of our onion. So you don't have to use all 4 pieces. Put one of the pieces to the side and we're going to use the 3. And we're going to continue to cut up our onion.
You got to be careful because those onions make you
fingers out the way. And so you just kind of do this. Now, let me tell you a trick about the onions. And that's what I just realized because I'm starting to cry. Take a wet paper towel.
It's burned.
Welcome to the Future Fitness Program that airs.
Take a wet paper towel and you make it kind of thick. Get you some thick sheets and fold it up and wet the paper towel. Wet your paper towel and put it on your board, and then cut your onion on it. And what happens is the acid in the onion absorbs into the paper towel so that it doesn't burn your eyes.
Okay.
Because it's the acid that's popping up in your eyes.
Well, it's not popping up, it's more like steaming. Deeper than what you see. I'm craving something more than ceramides and CeraVe. CeraVe contains 3 essential ceramides to restore the ones we've lost and help repair the natural barrier. So I want a moisture.
And you're going to just chop up your onion. And remember, you're cutting away from you so that way the knife does not slip. It's taking a moment. We're going to do this one a second. So chop up your onions into small pieces because this is going to go into our dip. And we may not end up using all of it. I'm looking at it. Now, I don't like really thick onions. I like my onions to be kind of small, especially when I'm having me some dip or salsa. I like small onions. I have some pieces here. Okay. All right. So how about, is everyone finished? Are you done with cutting your onion up?
Yes, I finished cutting onion.
Okay, Adriana, are you done? Natalie? Now, did anybody try the paper towel?
Yes, I did the paper towel. It worked great.
Wonderful. That's one of the reasons why my son didn't like cutting up onions at first, because he didn't want to get the tears from all the onion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, now just kind of push your onion to the side, and the next thing we're going to cut up is our pickles. So if you have your pickles, we're going to cut up our pickles, okay?
I didn't know we needed pickles. I got some pickles, but they're not sweet.
Well, they're supposed to be the Jerkins pickles. The Jerkins pickles are really sweet.
Yeah.
But,
that's for the tartar sauce, huh?
Yes, it's for your tartar sauce.
Oh.
But it's okay. Remember, it's okay if you don't have them.
I have some relish.
Oh, that's fine. That's sweet pickles.
Okay.
So you're only gonna need about a tablespoon.
A tablespoon?
Yes. So
okay.
Fine.
Very good.
So we're gonna cut the pickle. Remember, hold it on the side like this. Hold it on the side and then cut down the middle. Then you're gonna make it flat. And then you want to cut it kind of, let me see, I don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, I cut it about twice. So first one small slit and then another. So that'll give you the little small slices of pickles for your relish. And I only did about, I think I'm only going to do about 2, 3. Maybe I'll do about 4 because you only just need a little bit. Unless you're going to make a lot of tartar sauce.
So how's everybody going with this? Natalie and Jasmine, Ariana, thumbs up. Perfect. Is the onions making you guys cry or anything? Have you guys shed a tear? Are your eyes burning? Yeah, Jasmine's nodding her head because when I cut onions, it's horrible. The smell is so strong, and then I wear contacts, so it's just so much going on.
You have a hard time. So Miss Marissa, you really got to use the paper towel.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here with no tears today.
No tears.
Yeah. And I actually saw this on the Drew Barrymore show a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's actually where I got this from, watching her show. And she talked about it, and I said, I'm going to try that. Turn it the other way. Turn your pickle. Slice it like that. But you got to hold it on the side. Look at my fingers. Put your fingers there. There you go. Now slice it down. Make it flat, each piece flat, and then cut them. Okay. So this is D2. I don't know if everybody remembers D2, but this is D2. So he's my son. He usually cooks with me. We call him Chef D2. So he's cooking. All right. There you go. We have our onions and we have our pickles. Be careful. I like that. Now I want you to take your potatoes and let's take them to the sink and we're going to wash them so that we can cut up our potatoes.
Mom, do you just want me to be your cameraman? You just want me to be your cameraman?
No, I don't want you.
I was going to say, what? That works.
Okay. So can I move this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm about to eat this pickle.
Okay. So now we're going to cut our potatoes, okay? So the way you cut the potato, everybody ready to cut the potato? Okay, thanks, Jasmine. Adriana, you ready? No, it's Ariana. And Miss Anderson, you ready to cut the potato?
And Natalie, what about you? Ready? Okay.
And Natalie gave me a thumbs up.
Sounds good.
Okay. Wait a minute. So now we're going to cut our potato, okay? So the way we cut the potato, you're going to cut off your ends first. And then you're going to cut the sides. So you're going to make a cut kind of on the sides and cut that part off. Then you're going to turn it to the flat part, remember, so that it don't roll. And you're just going to kind of cut it. Maybe try to make the pieces the same inches so that you will have about the same size fries. So I cut about 4 or 5 pieces, okay? So you should have some sizes. Now the potatoes can be different sizes. Some people like shoestring potatoes and some people like, let me see, what do they call the big thick potatoes?
Sliders.
Well, you call them sliders.
Sorry, wedges.
Wedges. Some people like wedges as well. But you're gonna take your potato, lay it flat, and you're gonna cut maybe about two cuts on there. So you get your 2 good potatoes. And these are called steak potatoes. Okay. You're gonna cut them in like a steak. Oh, wait, can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Yeah. And you're gonna do all 4 of your potatoes that way, okay? Cut them in some steaks. If you have a bowl, go ahead and put them in the bowls. We're just gonna keep cutting. And sometimes potatoes are really hard to cut. These are kind of a little soft. And the steaks, of course, can come in different sizes.
Steaks.
I'm gonna chew. Okay. This one's a little hard. Okay. So which one would you guys prefer? Would you prefer homemade potatoes or would you prefer frozen potatoes?
Homemade. That's not even a question.
No, maybe.
No, the frozen ones, even if you bake them in the oven and then fry them, they never get like crispy enough.
Ah.
And homemade potatoes, they're just better. They're better smashed, they're better baked, they're better mashed, they're better fried. They're just better.
Right. They are. And those little pieces that we have, we're going to go ahead and cut those as well. Go ahead and cut them up so we don't have to worry about them. We have some little steaks and some big steaks. But that's true. That's true. The homemade potatoes do taste better. But I'm finding that my kids, sometimes they don't want the homemade potatoes. They'll choose the frozen potatoes. All right. So our potatoes are all cut up. So we're going to now take them to the sink and we're going to put some cold water in the bowl. So take them to the sink and get your cold water. And we're gonna let them sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. So while we're making our sauce, we're gonna let our potatoes sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And that's gonna help to get all the starch off the potatoes. So just let them sit and we'll come back to them. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is get our sauce together. So for our fish batter, let's take our fish batter. I'm sorry. No, before we do that, we're gonna season our fish because we want our fish to be a little seasoned before we cook it. So let's get your fish and let me see if I could.
So did I miss something after the potatoes are cut?
Yeah. After you cut your potatoes, you're gonna take them and put them in the bowl, and then you're gonna take them and run some cold water on them, and just leave them in the bowl and let them just soak for about 5 or 10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes in the water or without water?
Leave them in the water.
In the water.
That's gonna help to get the starch off the potatoes. It helps to
get the starch off of the potatoes.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the next part?
Okay. So the next part, we're going to take some flour and our salt and black pepper, and we're going to make a dust for our fish, okay?
I got that.
Our fish. Now, what kind of fish are you all using?
Cod.
Okay, you have
red snapper and tilapia.
Oh, wonderful. So you have about 3 different types of fish.
Yes.
And I have some tilapia.
Okay.
Miss Natalie, what kind of fish do you have?
I have raw fish.
Jasmine has raw fish? Yeah. Which fish do you have, Jasmine? Do you know what kind it is? The tilapia.
Rockfish.
Oh, rockfish. Oh, wonderful. That's good. And Natalie, which one do you have, sweetheart?
Tilapia.
Tilapia. Okay. And Ariana, which kind do you have? So you know what, Natalie, if you want, I have tilapia too, and you know how it comes in 2 pieces? If you want, you can cut the pieces in half.
Oh, cut it in half.
Yes, if you have tilapia, you can cut it in half. I'm not sure how the cod or the rockfish comes, but you can cut it and then just make a piece just about like this.
It was in the freezer.
Yeah, the tilapia.
I told you it was in the freezer.
Yes, we got tilapia. And Miss Brenda, I see Miss Brenda's on. Miss Brenda, are you cooking with us today?
I think I'm seeing things. I don't know if it was in the freezer or what. Oh, well, I had put it in the refrigerator.
So we're gonna do what's called dusting our fish. Everyone have their fish cut? You ready? Thumbs up, Jasmine, Natalie. Ariana, okay. Oh, Ariana's not. Oh, okay. I got you, Ariana. Miss Brenda? I don't hear Miss Brenda. I hope everything's okay. Okay, so we're gonna take oh, there you go. Okay, thank you, Miss Brenda. I see you now, babe. I see you, Miss Brenda. Okay, so we're gonna take a half a cup of flour. So let's get a half a cup of flour. This flour right here. And
what's that peanut butter?
Give me that bowl right there, that clear bowl that's over there.
Hey, what's that peanut butter?
I don't know. So we're gonna do a half a cup of flour and about a 4th teaspoon of salt.
It looks like we just fried fish and we made 2 dips and then chips and that's it.
About a 4th teaspoon of salt. And of course, you guys know that it still depends on how much you're making, because you may be doing a little more if you have more family members. Let me use this salt. Okay, and then you want about a half teaspoon of black pepper. And of course, if you're doing more fish, then you would do more.
So if you
what else do we add?
Half a cup of flour, a 4th teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of black pepper. It'll be for our seasoning. And of course, you know it's seasoned to taste. So we'll see. Right here. And we're gonna kind of stir it up, mix it. And this is just to dust our fish.
I'm surprised we didn't use water on purpose.
And the way you dust the fish, you take your fish and go back to so the way you dust your fish is you take the fish and you roll it in your flour. And make sure it's all coated. And just gonna kind of take the flour off, just dust it, kind of tap it and take your flour off and then lay it on something. If you have a plate or a platter or a bowl, dust it and just lay it. Got it. Okay.
It looks like you're making dough with the fish. It's like a dough. And Mom, why did you have to bring back on?
So just say that.
Class ends at 5:30.
How's it going for you, Jasmine and Natalie? And Miss Anderson, if you're working on it too, how's it going for you guys? I think you're muted.
Oh, Miss Anderson is muted.
It's good. It's going fine. She's got the most of it dusted.
Okay. We won't do all of it. No, we're just gonna hold on. Because we can finish it.
Natalie, you guys are good too?
I'm gonna make breadcrumb chips with these.
Okay. So we've dusted our fish, and before we make our fish batter, we're gonna go ahead and put our oil on, okay? Let's put our oil on. Let me get my hands all clean. We're gonna put our oil on.
Okay, what's the section for the oil? Okay, which pan do I do this? That's how you get which pan I do this. The oil. Can you turn the burners off? So which one? Both. Did I just put the oil in for both too?
Responding. Is that 3 cups of oil?
It says 2 cups of oil.
Oh, 2 cups.
You want your oil to. It depends on how big your pan is.
Okay.
Because you want your oil to cover your fish, and you want it to cover your fries.
Oh, cover the fish, cover the fries.
Yes, the potatoes.
Okay, so it's probably 2 more than
A lot more than 2 cups to be exact. Not necessarily. I know we gotta use measurements for liquids, so I'm just washing these out.
Put your fish oil and your fry oil in the same. Yes, the same. In the same pot, like you fix your fish first. I mean, your French fries first, and then put the fish in there. Yeah, that's what the fish fries.
Okay, and then we're gonna get our bowl so that we can make our fish batter. Okay. So for our fish batter, we're gonna use for our fish batter, we're gonna use 1.5 cups of flour. So get your flour out again.
Yeah, but depending on the pot.
Put about 1.5 cups of flour.
Really too much. When you put your food in there, that's gonna come up.
And then you're gonna put about 1/2 cup of your cornstarch.
I leave room for you for the
Half a cup of cornstarch. You're gonna put 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And this is the baking powder here. So 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. Okay. And then you're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
How much soda do we add?
Say that again.
How much baking soda do we add?
A 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're gonna put about a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And you're gonna put a 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. And a teaspoon of paprika.
Very cool. I love the gold. I love the layers.
Oh, paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika.
Teaspoon of garlic powder.
Garlic powder. Garlic powder and paprika.
Garlic powder.
And then you have wet ingredients. So you're gonna mix your dry ingredients together. Just kind of mix them together. And we have some wet ingredients, which is a cup of water and about a 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar. So you're gonna get about a cup of water and a 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was after the baking soda?
After your baking soda, you're gonna put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
This is probably my favorite little questions where we sit on each other, everything together.
Okay. And you're gonna get a whisk, and we're gonna whisk it together. Okay, whisk all your ingredients.
Did you put salt in there already?
Batter. This is your fish batter. Now, what I'm finding is that it's kind of thick, so we may have to put some more water. Yeah, because it's too thick. So let's get some more water because it's very, very thick. You don't want it too thin, but then you don't want it very, very thick. So kind of like how I'm doing it now. Because you have to be able to dip your fish in your batter.
What did we add to it?
Did you add you added your salt and your baking soda and baking powder, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you add your black pepper?
Yes.
Okay. And you put in your chili powder and paprika?
Yes.
Okay. And did you put in your garlic powder
Yes.
Okay. And did you add your half a teaspoon of vinegar into your cup of water?
Just needed the vinegar.
Huh?
We just needed to add the vinegar.
Add your vinegar. Okay, wonderful. And then you're going to whisk it together. And like I said, with us using 1.5 cups of flour, you may have to add a little more water. Just to give it like a little consistency where it's loose. Because you want it to be loose. Mine came out very, very thick. And once you whisk it together, you're going to put your batter to the side. We're going to fry in just a moment, but I want to get our sauces together and then we'll start frying. I can actually put this here.
I have a question.
Yes.
I was wondering if instead of white vinegar, it could be apple vinegar or no?
Well, it didn't say, it just said vinegar. I used white vinegar, but if you don't have white vinegar and you want to try the apple cider vinegar, then maybe you can try it. But it didn't say, it just said vinegar.
Oh, thank you.
So you're going to get 2 bowls and we're going to mix our tartar sauce, okay? So is everyone ready? How are we doing? Has everyone whisked together their batter? Miss Anderson, you have your batter ready? You're still on mute. Okay, Natalie, I saw your finger. Jasmine, how you doing? Thumbs up. You have your batter, okay? Miss Anderson? Miss Brenda, you have your batter?
Yes, we are working.
Okay.
We are a little behind, but we are working.
Okay, okay. Okay, and Miss Anderson, can you give me a thumbs up? I know you're trying to unmute. Just put your thumb up in the video. That way I can see you.
Okay, I'm at the point where I dusted all the fish and I got all the stuff in the bowl for the batter.
Okay.
How much water do I put in?
It says a cup of water and a half a teaspoon of vinegar, but I found myself having to add some more water because it was way too thick and I wouldn't have been able to coat the fish.
So a cup of water, maybe a cup and a half of water.
Well, try a cup and a half first, and then if you see it too thick, then you're gonna try it again. And then, so let's go ahead and make our tartar sauce. So it's a tablespoon of your pickles. So if you have your pickles, let's just add a tablespoon of pickles.
She's making a tartar sauce, Judy. You're doing something. Yeah. But she wants me to put this in there in the vinegar.
And then you're going to add your tablespoon of sour cream.
Little jars down there. You bought them, 2 big old jars. You can't see it.
You don't know what it looks like. That's why. Let me see.
Okay.
I'll let you look for it. Some big jars of it.
About a tablespoon
I
of
like
sour
the
cream.
white if you have it.
I have no one.
Okay.
And then you're going to add a tablespoon of mayo.
Jars you bought. You had 2 jars.
A tablespoon of mayo. And then you're going to add a teaspoon of your paprika.
Mm-hmm. Paprika. Teaspoon of paprika.
And a teaspoon of garlic. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Don't put paprika.
No paprika.
I'm the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't put paprika. I put it in mine. It's okay. But put 3/4 of your onion. So put some of your onion inside of your bowl and a teaspoon of lemon juice.
I know I have that.
A teaspoon of what?
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Fine. Okay. And then you're going to stir it up. Stir that up. Okay, and we're going to put that to the side. That's our tartar sauce. Now, I have another bowl here. If you want to, you can make a hot sauce dip as well. Or you can put your hot sauce inside of your tartar sauce. But I just take hot sauce and ketchup and mix it together. Okay. And that's optional if you want to put it inside your tartar sauce, or you can just put it to the side. And that's a hot sauce and ketchup dip, if you want to do that. Okay?
Okay, I'll take it.
Put it to the side. Okay, because we want to get to frying our fish so we can have our fish ready. Okay, so now we're ready. Our oil should be good and hot. We're going to take our potatoes. Let's go pour the water off of our potatoes.
Water off the potatoes.
Okay.
And then you're going to rinse them one more time and pour the water off. So rinse them off again and pour the water back off. And if you have a towel or a napkin, you're going to get that.
You can use a towel or napkin.
Yes. How's everybody coming? Natalie, you're good? Okay, Jasmine? Okay, so if you have a towel, lay it flat on the table. And we're going to take some potatoes and lay it on your towel. And this is to dry off the excess water of your potatoes. Dry off the excess water. Okay. And then you're going to take your potatoes, and we're going to take our potatoes and our fish to the stove so that we can fry.
That's empty. I'll put it back in the refrigerator.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to move my camera now to the stove. Move her camera over to the stove. Because she put the French fries in. She's going to put the French fries in first.
Yeah, they take longer.
Marissa, this is good.
You didn't tell me Anthony was coming.
Huh?
You didn't tell me Anthony was coming.
But he said he might come. That was last week.
Okay,
so let's take our potatoes and our fish over.
We have those big old jars. Did you give them to Danielle?
Give her what?
Those big old jars. Like that. You had 2 lemon and 2 apple cider. That big like that. What happened to it? I don't know.
I didn't give her anything like that. First, we want to put in our fries, our chips. We're going to put our chips into the grease. Make sure you don't burn yourself. We drained off the excess water. And I don't know if you can see the bubbles. Let me show you the bubbles. That's your French fries. They should be frying. We're going to put them all into that's okay. Go ahead and cook them. I'm going to just use some tongs to just kind of move them around so that they're kind of flat. They're covered in the oil. And they're frying. Then we're going to take our fish. And you're going to dip your fish into the batter. And you're going to lay your fish into the frying pan.
So, Miss Tracy, since this is going inside the frying pan and it's like frying, is there going to be oil splattering and stuff?
It shouldn't be. If you have your you're not going to lay it to where it's going to fall. You're just going to gently can you see you can see my camera, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to gently lay it in. Let me show you. It's going to see how I'm gently just kind of laying it in. Not letting it go so quickly. Because when you let it go quickly, that's where you get the splatter from.
And then what is your heat on again?
Pardon me?
Your heat, like your oven, is it on medium?
I have it like medium heat. I have it like on medium because we started it out and we let it sit. So it's kind of like on medium. And see, I just kind of shake it off a little bit, the batter, so it's not too thick and it's not too runny. Now I have a big skillet, so I put about 4 pieces in. And as you can see, it's already starting to brown. So if your fish is starting to brown, you want to turn it over. The good thing about fish is it doesn't take that long to cook. So once you start seeing it brown, you're going to flip it over. Going back with the fish batter,
Do you add vinegar to that?
To the fish batter? Yes, you have a half a teaspoon of vinegar.
Oh, half a teaspoon.
Yes.
Oh, good thing I asked. Okay.
Okay, so if your fish is starting to brown, turn it over.
So you're cooking the fish first?
I put in the French fry, the chips first. Put your chips in first.
Oh, okay. Did you put the chips in?
Put your chips in first. Now I'm going to tell you a secret about French fries, potatoes, and even fish and chicken, depending on how you're cooking it. But when you're cooking French fries, once they start to float, they're really done already. And as you can see here, let me show you. As you can see here, these are starting to float. They're floating to the top. Some of them are still kind of under the heat, under the oil, so it's not quite ready. But they're floating. And then, of course, they're starting to brown. And your fish is still browning. I got a good, nice color. I'm just gonna flip it one more time. And the fish is actually floating. If you have enough oil, your fish is actually floating now. Okay, so those two pieces are actually ready. Then get you a napkin or a towel so that you can lay your fish and your chips on the napkin or towel, or you can get you a tray. That way the grease will drain off of it.
Oh, you got two of them going. We gotta cook it a little bit stuff she's cooking.
Okay. So you should be good and done. Taking it out of the oil.
I know.
Check on your fries.
She gonna cook them twice. You get them crispy, cook them twice.
Just got some nice brown pieces of fish.
Huh? Put this back up.
That's your fish. Can I see the fish? Now, of course, if you have more fish, you're going to fry more fish. If you have a bigger family, you're going to be frying more fish.
Right.
I will be later. I'll be finishing up some more.
What do we do with these onions?
Your onions go inside your tartar sauce.
All of it?
No, just kind of see how much you want to put in there because it's not a lot of tartar sauce we're making, but you know, we may make some more because the measurements gave us like just a tad bit. It wasn't as much.
Oh, okay.
So,
just that was
That's just to make some more. That's just to make some more, yes. Okay, thank you. Okay. So if your fries are brown, you're gonna go ahead and take your chips, your fries, your potatoes out of the grease. No, she's cooking them on the skillet. Take your chips out of the grease. Lay them on a napkin that absorbs the oil. Okay. And then, of course, you're going to plate your food. So don't plate the fries just yet because you kind of want the grease to drain off of them. So don't plate them just right away. Let the grease kind of drain off. Kind of move them around. Let some of your grease drain. And then you're going to sprinkle them with some salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. You're going to sprinkle them with some salt and pepper. And as D2 said, he puts complete seasoning on his because he likes complete seasoning. So just sprinkle them with some salt. And of course, it's to taste. Some people don't eat salt on their French fries or their chips. But just a little bit to taste. And then you can plate your food. This should be good and drained. The oil should be off your fish by now.
Oh, well, and or you can put lemon pepper there. For my fries, I'm going to do a little lemon pepper.
Okay. D2's going to put lemon pepper on his fries. You want to plate your food. Okay. And then you have your sauces. I have tartar sauce and I have my fries. And there's my plate. Okay. So anyone else? Does anyone else have their food plated already? Miss Marissa, let me see. Can you get this?
No, we're still cooking French fries.
Okay.
But that looks delicious.
Yeah. Thank you.
French fries.
So fish and chips. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something interesting about this recipe because I'm used to using cornmeal and not necessarily flour. So I said, it's interesting how this is going to come out. It reminds me of different other restaurants that have this kind of fish. And so I thought that was interesting. Now, I'm really not a tartar sauce person. I like the hot sauce and ketchup more so than tartar sauce. I used to eat tartar sauce a long time ago. But I like ketchup. And if you want,
What's the tartar sauce? Is it?
Yes.
So Jasmine and Miss Anderson and Natalie, Miss Brenda, how are you guys? How's your plating coming along?
How are you doing?
Anybody started plating yet?
So Jasmine's on her last 2 pieces of fish.
Okay. I still have some fish and fries left too, that I'm gonna keep cooking. I have 4 people to cook for, so.
Well, not really 4, 3 maybe.
And we all eat fish and chips. Did you want hot sauce?
Hot sauce and ketchup?
Ketchup and hot sauce.
No, I'm good. I just want tartar sauce.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm about to throw a little lemon pepper on my fries.
Mm-hmm. You want to put lemon pepper?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's cook the batter did.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What was the hot sauce?
The hot sauce you can mix either inside of your tartar sauce, or you can put it with ketchup and make a hot sauce ketchup.
Hot sauce and ketchup?
Yes. Or you can put it in your tartar sauce, but I didn't because I accidentally added the paprika. And I didn't want too much of a spice, so I didn't add the hot sauce. I just added the left the paprika since it was a mistake. But mistakes make good food, you guys. When you make a mistake, sometimes you're like, wait a minute, that tastes actually good.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
So what kind of hot sauce do you guys usually eat?
That's a good question, Miss Maria.
Yeah, recently this year, I've tried different hot sauces and it's changed my life. I have been eating I have been eating the same hot sauce since years. And I tried what was it, Red Rooster? It was Red Rooster.
Yes.
I don't really like it, but I like it with fish. I will only eat it with fish. That's when I like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have Louisiana. I like Red Rooster or I like Louisiana. That's like one of my favorites.
I never tried that Louisiana one.
Yeah, Louisiana's good, or Red Rooster for fish. But I know when I went into a restaurant, I was eating fried chicken, and I had tapatía. And it was very good on the chicken. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, this actually tastes good, because I usually don't try that. So that was all I had, and I tried it, and it was actually good.
Yeah, that was the one that I had been eating. Eating for like the longest. And so there's definitely a difference, but I like the Red Rooster one. That one's pretty good. But
right.
I don't know. I like the Red Rooster one, but the tapatía, I'm always gonna go back to that one. That one is 10.
Yeah, the tapatía to me, it's too strong. It's a very, very strong sauce. And so that's why I don't like that one. Now, of course, the Louisiana and the Red Rooster actually has a lot of salt content. So a lot of sodium. So you have to be very careful with those.
Portions of hot sauce.
Yeah. Has a very high sodium content. So you have to be very careful.
Oh, similar to ramen noodles?
And D2, as you can see, he's cutting his fish with a knife.
Cutting my fish with a knife?
He's cutting his fish with a knife.
Thank you.
I've heard of chicken with a knife, but not fish to do.
I'm doing the steak mood, Mom. You said steak way too many times for me not to be in the steak mood.
So he cut them because I kept talking about steak. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how's everybody coming? Has anyone plated their food yet? Jasmine?
No. This is Judy. We had to change pots. The pots wasn't getting hot enough.
Oh, okay.
So we changed pots.
Okay.
Skillet, to change the skillet, yeah.
The skillet, okay. Now, if you noticed on mine, I had a cast iron skillet. Usually I use that for my fish and chicken because it holds a lot more heat. Yes, yeah. It holds a lot more heat. I find that it makes the chicken more crispier.
Okay.
more crispier. And so it actually cooks a lot better. As you saw for the fries, I just had a regular frying pan.
Yeah, we used the cast iron pot. It wasn't getting enough heat, so we had to change over cast over skillet.
Right.
The skillet gets heat better than the pot.
Better taste, season, good. Not a lot of seasoning in the batter. I'm gonna take a picture first. That's gonna touch my fish.
Okay.
Because I want to taste
that. Is that ready, or is it still heating up? No, it's not even on. But this one? Yes. No, I want to put that one. This one there. Okay.
Very good.
That grease on the bottom, so I don't want to turn that on. Okay.
More salt, I think.
So Jasmine and Natalie and Miss Anderson and Miss Brenda, how are you guys doing? Have you guys started plating? Jasmine, I see what you got going on. Let's put you in a spotlight too.
Spotlight Jasmine. Uh-oh, there go Jasmine.
Yours looks good. It looks crisp.
All right, Jasmine.
It's really good.
Jasmine plated.
Take a picture, Jasmine, and make sure you send it to Miss Christelle. Okay, take a picture before you.
So Jasmine, did you eat yours with any sauce or anything on the side?
No, it tastes good normally.
Good.
Perfect. What about you, Natalie? How's it going?
I have not started plating yet.
Oh no, not yet. No worries. No worries. You don't want to rush. You want your food to taste great. So.
Sometimes that happens, like Miss Anderson was saying. Oh, see you, Miss Brenda. Are you still cooking, Miss Brenda?
We have started to fry.
Oh, good. Okay, so don't forget to take a picture, Miss Brenda.
Okay, we will.
And so that Miss Christelle can see the results, okay?
Okay, thank you for the class. I love it.
You're welcome. See you later, Miss Brenda.
Hey, everybody. Bye.
I like my fries. That's good. My steak fries, they're all different sizes.
Okay, why? Steak.
No, they're my steak fries.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. Who's that? Jasmine. See you later, Jasmine. Take care.
You too.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for joining in today and coming to the United Kingdom. Make sure to tune in for next Friday. You can go into the parent portal and everything will be there again. So we'll be back next Friday.
Yes, and take a picture of all your plates. Plate your picture and send it to Miss Christelle.
Send it to Miss Christelle.
Yes, and that's at the Wooten Center. Miss Marissa, can you give them the?
Absolutely. You can go ahead and send it to my mcastor@wootencenter.org. That's my email. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I put that in direct message. Let me put that in the chat.
Okay.
So mcastor@wootencenter.org.
Okay. Thank you.
So yes, you guys should definitely send in pictures. We love when we see what you guys have created. Natalie, how's it going for you?
Still cooking up the chicken or the fish. We're still cooking up the fish and the fries.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Look at this. It's so good.
It looks good, but I'm full.
I'm full, do too.
So we ready to eat?
We have Natalie.
So, Mom, you ready to make the cream of the ice?
So everybody okay, Natalie? So don't forget we have College and Career Day too at 6 o'clock. Today we have College and Career Day. That's where Miss Marissa's gonna go get ready for that. Okay, you ready to show your plate, Natalie? Oh, it's 5:30.
Hey, Mom, look. Since the butter was mostly there, there's actually batter on the inside.
There's mine.
Oh, wonderful, Natalie. That looks good. Looks great. Take a picture and send it in to Miss Christelle.
I got a plate.
You got a plate, Miss Anderson? Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll show it to you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Excuse me. Are we gonna make the ICECREAM? And you know why I spelled it, right? Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there you are. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, waiting on to taste it. Thank you for the recipe.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for cooking with us. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that setup. All right. Take care.
Okay.
Have a great day. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, Miss Marissa. Take care.
All right.
Okay. Marissa, I hope I did okay.
Yes, wait. Let me stop this on